Namaskar, very warm regards. Today's day is crucially very important, certainly due to two reasons. Today is National Youth Day, which is celebrated certainly on birth anniversary of Swami Vivekanand ji, and another is that Honorable Apex Court was to deal with legality of three firm laws and validity and genuineness of agitators agitating on Delhi-Haryana border. Honorable Apex Court formed 4 members committee comprising Bhupendra Singh Hooda, Pramod Kumar Joshi, Ashok Gulati and Anil Ghanwat. The committee in front of which no one is ready to present their grievance and concerns. Just after Honorable Court's order, farm union leaders started coming out and ranting that they don't want to present any concern in front of any committee. Despite this, Honorable Court formed the committee comprising 4 members. Second was suspension of implementation of 3 farm laws which were already in exercise since 6 months. I was thinking that Montesquieu would be laughing from heaven on trampling of separation of power principle. I was thinking that what would be intention and what our lawmakers, fundamental law of land makers, would have intended by putting Article 122, 212 and 361 in Constitution of India. I was thinking that temples and pillars of democracy are colliding and intervening in affairs of one another. I was also thinking that how long will right to protest will mean right to prevent? How long will the attempt will be done to stuck down and bring any law down by street veto? These all very genuine questions were in my mind. After reading these 3 firm laws, the questions that arose in my mind were that will MSP and mandis regulated by the governments, will they continue? Yes, government has answered in affirmative. Another question was, will the farmers be compelled to sell their land if they were not able to fulfill the demands of contract? On this point, negotiation could be done. But the farmer unions, so-called one, that are protesting on Delhi-Haryana border are not at all ready to negotiate anything less than taking back of 3 farm laws. Does this not amount to street veto? The veto which was used against Supreme Court judgment during Shah Bano judgment? How is this veto different from that? Honorable Apex Court has to venture around legality and constitutionality of these 3 laws. There is no discussion, genuine discussion on that point. Honorable Attorney General of India also contended that the present agitation is under influence of banned organization, that Khalistani movement. So ultimately, what is going to be achieved? This is a direct conflict between peoples like my thought, who wish to sell their product and commodity on own terms and conditions, with the people who want any particular organization to decide that who will sell their commodity. This is directly conflict between the thought that what to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce should be left open and let buyer and seller decide their terms to sell, with the people's of mindset that what to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce is to be decided by government. Ultimately, form laws a result of 20 years of deliberation. What was ruling party at that point of time before 2014 was willing to do? How is these laws different from what was intending to be done at that point of time? Literally, there are a lot many unanswered questions. What is going to be the future of this protest? And what is more dangerous and threatening is the planning to take tractors procession march on Republic Day of India. This will be direct blot on democracy and attack on democracy of India. The same which happened at that point of time during the Citizenship Amendment Act protest. An attempt to malign the national integrity and pride in front of whole world. Successfully was also being done partially when when Donald Trump was in India. So the particular discussion which should go on constitutionality and legality of three form laws, nothing more or less. And it seems to be constitutional as well. And to sell to whom should be left on farmers. This is all what I was willing to contend. So I'm really very, very thankful for your time and attention. Thank you.